If your carpets are old, tired or a little bit faded, they can literally be brought back from the dead using this stuff. This is Renovo's Black Carpet Reviver, and I've used it on this Mark IV Ford Escort, and the results have been pretty spectacular. It only works on black carpet, so if your carpet's black already, it'll make it a darker shade. If it's grey, like mine was, it'll actually recolour it to black. And it's a dye that's based on paint technology, and it really soaks in and clings to the fabric. Safe to use, a few very basic precautions, and you're good to go. As you can see, I took the carpet out of the car, which on the Mark IV Escort is pretty easy to do. This allowed me to use a cheap pump-up garden sprayer to cover a much larger area very quickly and with little effort, and without having to worry too much about overspray. You can spray with the carpets in situ because the actual jet itself is very directional. Always a good idea to cover up your seats with a cover like this, and also to mask off any of the areas in case you get overspray onto your plastic trims. If you do get some overspray, it's not a problem, just keep a bucket of warm soapy water handy and it wipes off very easily. First thing to do, take out the mats. Push the seats back to expose as much of the carpet as you can, and then hoover, and really hoover well. The idea is that by getting every last bit of dirt out, the dye only sticks to the carpet, it doesn't stick to the dirt. And it helps as you vacuum if you just beat the carpet with your hand or with a stiff brush as you go. The Reviver bottle is provided with a finger-operated pump. Great for a test patch and for accurate coating of small areas, but hard work on the whole carpet at once, which is why I use that cheap gardening pressure spray. The variable pattern nozzle allowed for good coverage. Immediately after you have sprayed an area, wipe it over with a lint-free cloth whilst the Reviver is still wet. This will ensure that the dye has been worked thoroughly into the fibres, important if your carpet is relatively thick. You can use the Reviver on other absorbent areas of the car, such as on the parcel shelf or boot mat, using the same technique. The product has been formulated for indoor use, but Renovo has another product range for external soft top revival based on similar chemistry. Renovo advise applying the spray out of direct sunlight, because bright patches cause uneven drying inside the car. On a warm day, your treated carpets will be usable in about an hour or so, although leaving them longer will help the dye to fully establish. Before putting the carpet back in, I took the opportunity to beef up the car's soundproofing and also resprayed the plastic trims. With the Reviver fully dry, it was just a case of refitting the carpet and securing it with the trims. If I had missed any patches, then they were easily touched in with a spray or brush, followed by a wipe over. The car is back together and looking great, a long way from those tired old grey carpets. The Reviver is UV stable, so the colour won't readily fade in patchy sunlight, and is packed with antibacterial agents to repel any mould. Hands and equipment cleaned up easily, and if you just want to clean and protect the carpets without recolouring, then there's Renovo's Carpet Ultra Proofer. Well, it's been about 3 months since I applied the Reviver, with the car in daily use and kept outside, and there's been no sun fading and no discoloration. In fact, the only thing I've lost is the famous new car smell, which lasted about a month or so and reminded me of a freshly cut meadow after a rainstorm. In total, I used about 2.5 of these 400ml bottles, but then my carpet was old and grey and I was recolouring it to black. On a modern carpet with a short twist, you'd probably use a lot less. Renovo's Black Carpet Reviver really does not only revive a black carpet, it can actually give a beaten up old grey one a whole new lease of life.